Hello student, in this lecture we are going to start second method of chapter number 4, reconstruction of partnership. The name of method is revaluation of assets and liability. Students, at the time of reconstruction of partnership, some assets and liabilities are revalued. What is revaluation of assets and liabilities? Very simple meaning. Revaluation means the book value of assets and liabilities are recorded in the books of a partnership firm when they brought at present value. It is called revaluation of assets and liability. In short, at the time of reconstruction of partnership, all assets and all liabilities are shown at their present value, means market value, not at their book value. It is called revaluation of assets. When assets and liabilities are revalued, generally profit or loss arise on revaluation of assets and liabilities. So that in a books of partnership firm, a special account is open. A special account is open in the books of partnership to record accounting effects of the revaluation of assets and liability. This account is called as revaluation account. Understand? When what is revaluation account? Sometime ask in the example. What is revaluation account? A special account is open in the books of partnership firm to record accounting effect of revaluation of assets and liability. It is called revaluation account. Students, revaluation account also known as profit and loss adjustment account. So what is other name of revaluation account? Profit and loss adjustment account, right? And remember that this account is a type of nominal account. Which type of account? Nominal type of account, right? Types of account have been seen in standard 11: real, nominal, personal. So revaluation account is a one type of nominal account. In this lecture, mainly we are going to learn accounting effects of assets and liability revaluation, right? So in case of assets, there is two possibility. At the time of reconstruction, if the increase in value of asset and if the decrease in value of asset. If the increase in value of asset means asset increase, so asset have debit balance. So what is accounting entry? An increase of value of asset, asset account debit, respective asset account debit. Suppose land increase to land account debit, machinery increase, machinery account debit. So assets account debit to revaluation account, increase in value of asset transfer to revaluation account. So what is first case? When there is increase in value of asset. So what is entry? Respective assets account debit. Respective asset account debit to revaluation account. Understand? Second possibility, in case of asset, sometimes the present value of asset like that plant, furniture, they are depreciable assets. So at the time of reconstruction, some value of assets decrease. When there is a decrease in value of asset, then what is entry? If there is a decrease in value of asset, then inwards entry, revaluation account debit to respective asset account. So second point, when there is decrease in value of asset, general entry, revaluation account debit revaluation account debit to respective asset account, to respective asset. I understand? This is second case. So increase in asset to revaluation, and decrease in asset, revaluation to asset. Okay, at the time of reconstruction, sometimes provision is to be made on debtor. Two provision, remember, on debtor: provision for bad debt reserve and provision for discount reserve. At that time, what is accounting entries? Provision is the decrease in value of asset, decrease in value of debtors. So in that case, revaluation account debit to bad debt reserve to discount reserve. When there is a provision, for bad debt reserve and discount reserve, what is journal entry? Revaluation account debit, revaluation account debit to bad debt reserve account to discount reserve account. Have you understand? So this is entry for provision. And last entry of assets. Assets, sometime unrecorded asset found out at the time of reconstruction of partnership. When unrecorded asset found out, it is benefit. So unrecorded asset account debit to revaluation account. Right? What are unrecorded assets? Unrecorded assets include income receivable not recorded in the books, prepaid expense not recorded in the books. So at that time, respective asset account debit, unrecorded asset account debit to revaluation account. So that if there is income receivable and prepaid expenses, they are unrecorded. So entry of this transaction, income receivable account debit, income receivable account debit, prepaid expense account debit to revaluation account, I understand. So they are entries relating to assets. Now entry relating to liability. Entry relating to liability include first two possibility in case of liability: liability increase and liability decrease, and then unrecorded liability. So journal entry number 5, if when there is increase in liability, then what is entry? Entry of increase in liability: revaluation account debit to respective liability, liability include creditor, bank overdraft, etc. Right? Increase in liability, loss, so revaluation account debit to respective liability. 6th entry, when there is a decrease in liability, if there is a decrease in liability, then inverse entry is to be remembered. Decrease in liability means revaluation account debit to decrease in liability, journal entry, respective liability account debit to revaluation account, respective liability account debit to revaluation account. Right? So this is 6th entry. In whole discussion, you can see that if there is a loss due to revaluation account debit, increase in liability, loss, revaluation account debit, And decreasing liability means benefit. Revaluation account credit. 7th number, when there is a unrecorded liabilities are given. Unrecorded liability like debt, outstanding expense not recorded in the books, income received in advance not recorded in the books. So in that case, what is journal entry when unrecorded liability arise? Unrecorded liability arise, it is a loss against the firm, so that the journal entry is revaluation account debit to unrecorded liability account. Then there is unrecorded liability. The journal entry of unrecorded liability, revaluation account debit. Revaluation account debit. What are examples of unrecorded liability? Unrecorded liability include outstanding expense. Two outstanding expense account, and another liability, income received in advance. Income received in advance. Understand? So they are three entry relating to liability: increasing liability, decreasing liability, and unrecorded liability. If there is a benefit, revaluation account credited, and if there is a loss, revaluation account debited. And after giving all effects of revaluation of assets and liability, last entry is to be remembered that at last revaluation account close, and there is a difference in revaluation account. If the total of revaluation account, credit side total of revaluation account higher, it is called revaluation profit. And what is entry of revaluation profit? If there is a revaluation profit, then revaluation account debit to partner capital account. Right? So journal entry number 8. If there is profit, what is entry? Revaluation account debit. Revaluation account debit to partner capital account. Capital oblique current account. But generally capital accounts are given. So revaluation account debit to partner capital account. And now last entry of loss. If there is a loss, what is entry if there is a loss? If there is a loss, inwards entry, partner capital account debit, partner capital account debit to revaluation account. Partner capital account debit to revaluation account. So I understand in whole discussion you can see that if there is a benefit, revaluation account credited, and if there is a loss, revaluation account debited. Let us take overview, right? If there is an increase in asset, it is called profit. Increase in asset, it is called profit. So revaluation account credited. If there is a decrease in asset, it is called loss. Revaluation account debit. Same thing, provision made on assets, decrease in asset, revaluation account debit because it is loss. Unrecorded asset arise, it is benefit, so revaluation account credit. If there is a increase in liability, loss, so revaluation account debited. If there is a decrease in liability, benefit, revaluation account credited. Unrecorded liability arise, it is loss, so revaluation account debited. In whole discussion you can see that due to revaluation of assets and liability, if there is a profit, then revaluation account credited, and if there is a loss, revaluation account debited. Understand? In next video we will discuss a practical example of revaluation of assets and liability. Okay, thank you very much.